Good afternoon, hello, my name is Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Today's video is all about the most difficult training session I've done so far this year. It's not that difficult on paper, but it is the hardest I've done this year. I've just not been really training very hard due to numerous injuries. However, I'm currently stood up at my desk. I'm one of those people, yes, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm standing up at my desk working, but I can hear somebody whining from the top of the stairs, and this does normally happen not quite as early as this. The time is 25 past 3 in the afternoon, and this guy wants his tea, don't you? You have been whining and groaning for the last 10-15 minutes. He normally starts asking at like 4 o'clock, 4:15. This is well too early. You can't get into this habit. We both need to eat better, mate. All right, let's stick in there. He's probably annoyed because I've had some snacks. I've had a Muller rice protein thing and a banana this afternoon and a cup of tea. So just hang on in there, pal. We'll get you some food shortly, okay? Yeah. See, look, come on, Dad. I'm not breaking. Okay, so His Royal Highness has had his tea, he's happy now, his mum's home. Anyway, tonight's session is this. It is a build split 15 critical power, whatever that means. It is essentially 15 minutes at 273, 2 minutes recovery, 7.5 minutes at 308, 2 minutes recovery. Zwift will round these to like the nearest 10 when I actually press go, and then 3 times 5 minutes at about critical power, about threshold, roughly around there. Now I haven't tested any time recently, again after 2 minutes recovery, so I don't really know exactly where my like zones are, but I feel like that is okay. Every day and every week that I'm training I feel better and fitter, so I'm hoping that this is achievable. But if it isn't achievable, I do only use geared mode, so I can just like knock it off 10-20 watts or more, so I'm just going to see how it goes. And I'm not going to moan about the gears on the kicker bike again. As people have pointed out, there is a fix for that. It is erg mode, but it doesn't feel the same. Hear me out, it feels different. I don't like it, I don't like the feel of it. Anyway, I'm going to get the bike, get cracking. Come on. So I've just had a little chew before I start. The session is like an hour and 17 in total, so it's just like borderline, do I need some fueling or not? It is tea time and I haven't had tea yet, so I thought I'd better have a little bit of something. There's only 2 minute recovery, so I'm probably not going to have a chance to talk to you in between. I'm going to try and build into this and I don't know, deal with it as it comes and just have a good session. I'm feeling confident, that's the main thing. Sometimes you can feel intimidated by sessions, can't you, and almost be defeated before you start. So I feel like this is manageable. I'm going to do it. Let's get stuck in. Oh, okay, ride done and dusted. I will put stats on screen, but I'm just looking at them now. I feel like I glossed over like the purpose of the session at the beginning because I think I was a bit worried about it in honesty. I know I said I wasn't, but I think I was feeling a bit worried. So at the minute, I'm just trying to get back into training. So whilst I have specific goals, but the specific training for those goals will come in further in once I'm back just doing a little bit of everything. So a lot of my sessions at the minute look a bit like a zone buffet, so just a little bit of everything. And the reason for that is motivation. I don't want to do a session that's like, right, this is on the limit of what you can do. I want to do sessions that I can do. It's good for morale, it's good for motivation, it's good for consistent training, and yeah, I just wanted to like ease into it, and it's going all right. So, well, the first 15 minutes, 278 watts, and then the 2 times 7.5 minutes for 313 and 313, nice one. And then the 3 by 5 minutes were 345, 345, and 351. I mean, that's really good, but those last 3 were hard. They were quite difficult, particularly the middle 5 minutes. And what I changed throughout that session was, if you look at the intervals where I'm recovering, at the beginning of the workout, I'm holding between 210 and 220 watts, and I wasn't really recovering. You can see my heart rate for each interval is slowly going up, and that happens anyway, heart rate decoupling, but it was getting quite bad. So after the first 5 minute interval, I knocked the recovery down to 191, and then after the second interval, I knocked it down a bit more into like 181, just to fully recover and try and get my heart rate down as much as possible. And my heart rate was only getting down to like 130 at the end of those 2 minutes recovery, so it wasn't wasn't like I was feeling super recovered, but it's better knocking the recovery right down and getting the quality interval done rather than keeping on pushing through and then perhaps failing an interval, or, you know, binning off the session on the like first or second 5-minute hard or something like that. So getting to the end of a session is so key for me at the minute. So I'd rather like cut back on the recovery bits than on the actual intervals. So I hope that explains that. But that's a real good day of training for me. I'd hope to try and build on this and in the next few weeks be able to run at lunchtime and still do sessions like that. But I can't keep thinking about what I've done in the past or where I want to be. I can only do what I can do today, what I can do today, and tomorrow what I can do tomorrow, and so on. And yeah, that's it. That's today's training done and dusted. What we're going to do now, I'm going to get some tea, shower, change, crack on with a bit more life admin this evening, and then on to another day tomorrow. This is the day of an age group triathlete, isn't it? And I'm just at the time of recording, today's the day that Lee's duathlon video has gone out, and I'm so stoked to see this going down well, and people are like, you know, telling him well done and being nice to him and so on. It's really quite, like, it's honestly like worrying when I, you know, put people who I like on the videos, and that one I wasn't even on it at all until the end, so I almost feel a bit like responsible for if they get any criticism. And I'm just so happy that the triathlon community and you guys are as, you know, as good and as friendly as you are and just support each other, and that is cool because he is going on to good things. I feel like, who do I feel like? What's that Jedi when, you know, when Anakin turns to the dark side? I feel like I've been like let down by him because he's got so good so fast, but that's just what life's like. He's been an athlete all his life. Right, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. As I'm looking outside now, it's still sunlight, so I'm going to get out on the bike tomorrow night is the current plan. So hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of triathlon training. See you later. Yeah, triathlon without swimming.